Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India Live, India's voice to the world. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj. Coming up in the next 30 minutes. Prime Minister Narendra Modi holds bilateral talks with President Xi Jinping during his China visit after 7 years. Also to take part in Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit in Tianjin. PM Modi reiterates his call for vocal for local for a developed India, appreciates Jammu and Kashmir for successfully hosting first ever Khelo India water sports in the iconic Dal Lake. Israeli Defense Forces says it eliminated Houthi Prime Minister Ahmad al-Rahabi along with other senior officials in an IDF strike in Yemen, Sana'a. And in sports, India's campaign ends at the Badminton World Championships in Paris. Satwik Sairaj Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty lose to Chinese pair, settling for a bronze. Prime Minister Narendra Modi held bilateral talks with Chinese President Xi Jinping in China's Tianjin. Congratulating President Xi for successfully hosting the SCO summit, PM Modi emphasized the commitment to taking the India-China ties forward based on mutual trust, respect and sensitivity. He also mentioned the recent agreement between the special representatives of the two nations regarding border management. PM Modi appreciated the progress made on several fronts of ties and peace on the border post disengagements. He also spoke about the beginning of the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra and touched upon the beginning of direct flight connectivity between the two countries. The two leaders last met in October in Kazan, Russia, on the sidelines of BRICS summit.
Excellency, हमारे गर्मजोशी भरे स्वागत के लिए मैं आपका हृदय से आभार व्यक्त करता हूँ। पिछले वर्ष कयान में हमारी बहुत ही सार्थक चर्चा हुई थी। हमारे संबंधों को एक सकारात्मक दिशा मिली। सीमा पर डिसएंगेजमेंट के बाद शांति और स्थिरता का माहौल बना हुआ। हमारे स्पेशल रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स के बीच बॉर्डर मैनेजमेंट के संबंध में सहमति बनी। कैलाश मानसरोवर यात्रा फिर से शुरू की। दोनों देशों के बीच डायरेक्ट फ्लाइट भी फिर से शुरू की जा रही है। हमारे सहयोग से दोनों देशों के 2.8 बिलियन लोगों के हित जुड़े हुए। इससे पूरी मानवता के कल्याण का मार्ग भी प्रशस्त होगा। परस्पर विश्वास, सम्मान और संवेदनशीलता के आधार पर हम अपने संबंधों को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए प्रतिबद्ध हैं। एक्सेलेंसी, चीन द्वारा SCO की सफल अध्यक्षता के लिए मैं आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं। एक बार फिर चीन यात्रा के निमंत्रण के लिए और आज की हमारी बैठक के लिए आपका हार्दिक धन्यवाद।
During the bilateral meeting with PM Modi, Chinese President Xi Jinping said China and India share a historical responsibility to improve their people's well-being, support developing countries and contribute to global progress. It is wise for both countries to maintain friendly, cooperative relations and support each other's success, symbolized by the dragon and the elephant coming together. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also met with Secretary of the Secretariat of Chinese Communist Party, Kai Chi, in Tianjin. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is visiting China for the much-anticipated Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit. All eyes are now on one of Asia's biggest multilateral gatherings and India's engagements. DD India's Jessica Taneja reports from Tianjin.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi's participation at the Tianjin SCO summit represents a significant moment for India's role within this important Eurasian regional bloc, where India has been a full member since 2017 and previously held the presidency of the Council of Heads of State. The summit will provide a platform to advance regional security cooperation, economic partnerships, and counter-terrorism efforts, which are central to India's strategic interest in the region.
Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi will visit Tianjin, China for the 25th meeting of the Council of Heads of State of the Shanghai Cooperation Council, the SCO. The SCO was established with the primary goal of countering three evils of terrorism, separatism and extremism, which continue to remain a challenge. Today, as a regional platform, there is a broader range of sectors of cooperation among the SCO members.
During the summit, PM Modi will hold various bilateral meetings to discuss key issues such as regional stability, border security, trade connectivity, and multilateral cooperation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to China for the SCO summit will intend to extend strategic cooperation, secure natural resources, and also economic growth. At the same time, respond constructively to protectionist trade practices, as well as ensuring advocacy for a multipolar Eurasia.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in his Mann Ki Baat address, specially mentioned the strides made by Jammu and Kashmir in these times of disaster and devastation. PM appreciated Jammu and Kashmir for successfully hosting first ever water sports in Dal Lake.
बाढ़ और बारिश की इस तबाही के बीच जम्मू कश्मीर ने दो बहुत खास उपलब्धियां भी हासिल की हैं। इन पर ज्यादा लोगों का ध्यान नहीं गया, लेकिन जब आप उन उपलब्धियों के बारे में जानेंगे तो आपको बहुत खुशी होगी। जम्मू कश्मीर के पुलवामा के एक स्टेडियम में रिकॉर्ड संख्या में लोग इकट्ठा हुए। यहां पुलवामा का पहला डे नाइट क्रिकेट मैच खेला गया। पहले ये होना असंभव था, लेकिन अब मेरा देश बदल रहा है। ये मैच रॉयल प्रीमियर लीग का हिस्सा है, जिसमें जम्मू कश्मीर की अलग अलग टीमें खेल रही हैं। इतने सारे लोग, खासकर युवा, पुलवामा में रात के समय हजारों की तादाद में क्रिकेट का आनंद लेते हुए, ये नजारा वाकई देखने लायक था। साथियों, दूसरा आयोजन जिसने ध्यान खींचा वो है देश में हुआ पहला खेलो इंडिया वाटर स्पोर्ट्स फेस्टिवल, और वो भी श्रीनगर की डल झील पर हुआ। सचमुच ऐसा उत्सव आयोजित करने के लिए ये कितनी खास जगह है। इसका उद्देश्य है जम्मू कश्मीर में वाटर स्पोर्ट्स को और लोकप्रिय बनाना। इसमें पूरे भारत से 800 से अधिक एथलीट्स ने हिस्सा लिया। महिला एथलीट्स भी पीछे नहीं रही, उनकी भागीदारी भी लगभग पुरुषों के बराबर थी। मैं उन सभी खिलाड़ियों को बधाई देना चाहता हूं जिन्होंने इसमें भाग लिया।
PM Modi once again reiterated his call of vocal for local during the festive season. He only gave one mantra: vocal for local, one path, Atmanirbhar Bharat, and one goal, developed India.
उन त्योहारों में आपको स्वदेशी की बात कभी भी भूलनी नहीं है। उपहार वही जो भारत में बना हो, पहनावा वही जो भारत में बुना हो, सजावट वही जो भारत में बने सामान से हो, रोशनी वही जो भारत में बनी झालरों से हो, और भी ऐसा बहुत कुछ। जीवन की हर जरूरत में सब कुछ स्वदेशी हो। गर्व से कहो ये स्वदेशी है, गर्व से कहो ये स्वदेशी है, गर्व से कहो ये स्वदेशी है। इस भाव को लेकर हमें आगे चलना है। एक ही मंत्र, वोकल फॉर लोकल, एक ही रास्ता, आत्मनिर्भर भारत, एक ही लक्ष्य, विकसित भारत।
Some pro-Pakistan social media handles are circulating claims that India admits its S-400 being damaged by Pakistan. The Press Information Bureau has debunked these false claims, stating that reports of the S-400 system being damaged or destroyed are completely false and baseless. PIB added the image being circulated along with these claims is from a victory parade that took place in Russia in May 2010. The monsoon season has gripped both North and South India. While the northern region is drenched in heavy showers, the southern counterpart is experiencing equally intense rainfall. The IMD has forecast isolated heavy rain over Uttarakhand and East Rajasthan in the coming week. Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana and West Uttar Pradesh are also likely to witness heavy showers till September 2nd. Very heavy rainfall is expected in Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Punjab and West Uttar Pradesh on specific days. In Jammu and Kashmir, heavy rainfall lashes Jammu city. The city has been receiving heavy rainfall for the past few days. Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh reviewed restoration work on flood-hit Jammu-Srinagar National Highway in Udhampur. The Union Minister has said that after a strenuous joint effort by District Administration and NHAI, the blocked Jammu-Srinagar National Highway at Bani Nala was opened for the passage of vehicles carrying essentials. But due to heavy rain, the earlier point at Thad has got blocked last night because of a landslide. He further added that despite inclement weather, work is going on round the clock. The Indian Army has constructed Bailey Bridge, the fourth bridge on River Tavi, after a portion of it was washed away due to river swelling caused by heavy rainfall. Meanwhile, Vaishno Devi Yatra suspended for the 6th consecutive day due to adverse weather and Ardkuari landslide incident. Devotees from other parts of India are still staying in Katra, hoping that the Yatra will resume soon and they will be able to get the darshan. Heavy rainfall has caused widespread disruption across Himachal Pradesh, affecting road connectivity and public utilities. As the rainfall subsides in the North Indian Himalayan state, efforts are intensifying to restore normalcy and bring daily life back on track. Ministers and officials are visiting affected areas, meeting with those impacted and attempting to provide solace. Damage assessments are being conducted and work is underway to repair roads that have been damaged or destroyed. Although the devastation caused by natural disaster remains a significant challenge, there is growing concern about the possibility of another spell of heavy rainfall, which is instilling fear among the public and administration. The blocked Jammu-Srinagar National Highway at Bani Nala was opened yesterday for the passage of vehicles carrying essentials after a strenuous joint effort by District Administration and National Highway Authority of India. But unfortunately, due to heavy rain, the earlier point at Thad has got blocked last night because of a landslide. Nevertheless, despite inclement weather, work is going on round the clock and the road might partly be made available for passage of essential vehicles. A massive fire broke out in the remote village of Kashpet, located in Jammu and Kashmir. The Indian Army's Chinar warriors responded swiftly with a humanitarian assistance and disaster relief operation to contain the blaze and assist the affected villages. The Army was able to prevent major loss of life and property, providing immediate relief and evacuating residents to safety. Medical teams were quickly mobilized, delivering timely first aid and medical support, bringing much needed succor to the affected population. Have you ever wondered about the unsung heroes of Indian science? Those brilliant minds whose inventions shaped the modern world but remain largely forgotten. Tapas Bhattacharya with this report.
Before Google, Before NASA, India had its own geniuses, pioneers who transformed the world, yet history overlooked their names. First is Meghnad Saha. In the 1920s, he developed the Saha ionization equation, a tool still used in astrophysics to understand the stars. Without him, our knowledge of stellar atmospheres would have been in the dark. Then there is Satyendranath Bose, the man whose work on quantum mechanics gave birth to the boson, later named in his honor. Even Albert Einstein collaborated with him. Today, the Higgs boson or the God particle stand as a tribute to his brilliance. And let's not forget Jagdish Chandra Bose. He proved plants have life, pioneered wireless communication before Marconi, and even designed the first microwave device. He was decades ahead of his time. These were not just scientists, they were visionaries who laid the foundation for modern physics, communication, and space science. Yet, history often forgets their names. So the next time you hear about a big discovery, remember, India had its trailblazers long before the world caught up.
All right, we'll be right after a short break. Stay tuned to DD India.
Geopolitics and trade deals. Economic challenges amid development. Hard work and the path to prosperity. It's the economy always. Between walkers, money is what money does and says. Supply creates its own demand. Between the bulls pulls and bears tears. When supply chains globalization and India rises to the podium. We'll get you centered with the economic brief at 8 p.m. every Thursday on DD India.
You're watching DD India Live. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj. Hamas confirmed on Saturday the death of its Gaza military chief Mohammed Sinwar a few months after Israel said it killed him in a strike in May. Hamas did not. The Prime Minister of Yemen's Houthi government and several other ministers were killed in an Israeli strike on the capital Sana'a. The head of Houthi Supreme Political Council said on Saturday in the first such attack to kill senior officials. Israel said on Friday that the airstrike had targeted the Iran-aligned group's chief of staff, defense minister and other senior officials, and that it was verifying the outcome. Ahmad Ghalib al-Rawi became prime minister around a year ago, but de facto leader of the government was his deputy, Mohammad Mofta, who was assigned on Saturday to carry out the prime minister's duties. The Iran-backed Houthis, who have launched repeated drone and missile attacks on Israel since the Gaza conflict erupted in October 2023, vowed to avenge his death. Israel has been striking Houthi targets for months in response to the rebels' attacks, which they say are in support of the Palestinians in Gaza. The body of Israeli hostage Idan Satwik has been identified following a military operation in Gaza earlier this week that retrieved the remains of two hostages. On Friday, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office had confirmed the recovery of Ian Weiss's body, along with the remains of another individual whose identity was initially withheld but has now been confirmed as Satwik. With the recovery of Weiss and Satwik, Israel now reports that 48 hostages remain in Gaza, with only 20 believed to be alive. Meanwhile, Israeli protesters rallied at Hostages Square on Saturday, calling for a deal that would see the release of all hostages in Gaza. Many expressed their concerns over the well-being of remaining hostages, as well as over the possibility they may never be able to retrieve those who had died. Moving on, European Union foreign ministers remained divided on Saturday over the conflict in Gaza, with some urging strong economic pressure on Israel, while others signaled they would not go that far. EU's foreign policy chief Kaja Kallas said the ministers have urged the United States to reconsider its decision not to allow Palestinian officials to take part in the UN General Assembly in New York. Denmark's foreign minister. He said that Israeli actions were undermining a two-state solution to the Middle East crisis, and taking action against that would not make Hamas stronger. The EU foreign policy chief also said she had asked EU governments to submit proposals next week for a new package of sanctions on Russia over its conflict in Ukraine.
In the light of the existing agreements between the UN and its host state, we all urge for this decision to be reconsidered, considering the international law and the way United Nations has been built up. So this is the agreement that we all had on this topic.
Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson signed an executive order on Saturday laying out initial plans for how the city will try to resist US President Trump's planned immigration crackdown in the coming days. The mayor's order provides guidance and directives to the city's agencies and law enforcement in the midst of escalating threats from the federal government. The mayor's order affirms that Chicago police will not collaborate with federal agents on joint law enforcement patrols, arrest operations, or other law enforcement duties, including civil immigration enforcement.
This order affirms that the Chicago Police Department will not collaborate with military personnel on police patrols or civil immigration enforcement. We will not have our police officers, who are working hard every single day to drive down crime, deputized to do traffic stops and checkpoints for the president. We will protect our Constitution, we will protect our city, and we will protect our people. We do not want to see tanks in our streets. We do not want to see families ripped apart. We do not want grandmothers thrown into the back of unmarked vans. We don't want to see homeless Chicagoans harassed or disappeared by federal agents.
US President Donald Trump said on Saturday that he will issue an executive order to require voter identification from every voter. In a post on social media, Trump said, and I quote him, "Voter ID must be part of every single vote. No exceptions. I will be doing an executive order to that end. Also, no mail-in voting, except for those that are very ill and the far away military." Time now for sports update. India's Satwik Sairaj Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty ended their BWF Badminton World Championships with a bronze medal after their men's doubles semi-final loss to China's Chen Boyang and Liu Yi in Paris. This was the duo's second medal at the Worlds after it had won a bronze medal at the 2022 edition in Japan. Satwik Chirag fell to Yang Yi 19-21, 21-18, 12-21 in a marathon semi-final which lasted for an hour and 7 minutes. This was only the second meeting between the two pairs after they faced each other in 2024 Thailand Open final, where the Indians had come out on top with a straight games win. In tennis, Jannik Sinner survived a stern test in his third round clash with Coco Gauff, eased her way into fourth round of the US Open on Saturday. Top-ranked Jannik Sinner recovered from a set down to beat Canadian Denis Shapovalov in 4 sets to book his place in the fourth round. Gauff struggled with errors and double faults in her first 2 rounds at Flushing Meadows, but the American third seed hit her stride to thrash Polish 28 seed Fretch 6-3, 6-1. She'll next play Naomi Osaka of Japan in a blockbuster showdown after the 4-time Grand Slam champion beat Australian 15th seed Daria Kasatkina. Special Sports Day edition of Fit India Sundays on Cycle was organized at Major Dhyan Chand National Stadium in New Delhi with the aim of spreading awareness about fitness and healthy lifestyles among citizens. India's Sports Minister Dr. Mansukh Mandavia led this edition of Sundays on Cycle as part of nationwide sports movement. The special edition was aligned with the larger celebrations to honor the birth anniversary of hockey legend Major Dhyan Chand. Launched in December 2024 by Union Sports Minister Mansukh Mandavia, the cycling campaign has so far been held at over different occasions with participation of more than 8 lakh people. That's all for this edition of DD India Live, but let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. You can scan the QR code on the screen to download now. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Siddharth Bharadwaj from all of us here in Delhi. Thanks for watching DD India Live.
Jharkhand will mesmerize you with majestic nature, rich heritage and colorful culture.
Johar. Arey, it fits perfectly.
Thank you.
Full workout हो गया.
Ready?
Postcards from Jharkhand on National Geographic.
Geopolitics and trade deals. Economic challenges amid development. Hard work and the path to prosperity. It's the economy always. Between walkers, money is what money does and says. Supply creates its own demand. Between the bulls pulls and bears tears. When supply chains globalization and India rises to the podium, we'll get you centered with the economic brief at 8 p.m. every Thursday on DD India.
Welcome to Jaipur.
I am Gujarat. I embody our nation's history. I represent the heroes of our country. I am Gujarat. I'm art. I'm culture. I am the present. I am the future. I am Gujarat. I walk with changing times. I build with the creators of tomorrow. I am the growth emblem of the nation. I'm home to India's glory. I am the abode of unending cultural stories. I am Gujarat. I have sown the seeds of development. I have planned the map of progress. I am Gujarat. I am the farmer. I am the industrialist. I am Gujarat. I represent the new India. I take pride in my Bharat. I am Gujarat. I represent the essence of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. I am Gujarat.